This is Michelle Ross from Melbourne, Australia. Real reality TV show Discovery News. Breaking news today. It's a podcast part 2. So you need to listen to part 1. I will repeat myself in a few details to listen to part 2. I will try not to make them too long because there is a lot of information so you can connect together when you need to. Now I'm going to speak about the financial gain from the shows. Now remember, members of the community who stole my ideas still before my ideas had the financial needs to create my ideas, and this is how they managed to do it so big. But the problem that we're facing, that we have to realize now, that so many members of the community declare that they are the one that actually created the concept. So we have about over 10 members of the community who are saying that they created the concept, but the concept started in Melbourne, Australia by Michelle Rose, early 2000, 2002. And then Michelle Rose needed to get some help, and this is how all of her ideas, all of her work, all of her livelihood was taken away from her, but by people she trusted. Because listen, you really need to work with the community to create these kind of shows, reality TV. There was no really other reality TV shows out there except of Big Brothers that run by Sean Demol. But he didn't create any other TV shows or concept until it was offered to him by the girl that worked for me, basically, Natasha Matthias from MFM, Mountain Fresh Marketing, Melbourne, Australia. She was Dutch, and John de Mol is Dutch, and the connection was just there to approach him and offer him the concept, and then it started to spread. So the voice, John de Mol. I'm reading from documents. I'm reading from information that it's actually out there in the world. I'm not making this up. So now the voice, John de Mol, worth 2.2 billion. He owned Talpa Media Group and Shine Australia. Okay, so here you go, the Neverland. Okay, now the X Factor, Simon Cowell. At the time when I gather all the documents and the detail, he was worth 570 million. The X Factor, Got Talent franchise, American Idol, and Idol franchise. This is what Simon Cowell mentioned, that is the X Factor, Got Talent, American Idol, and Idol franchise, but Simon Fuller is the same thing. So, and both of them didn't create the idea. So this is why the arguments here is who created the idea, the concept. And this is when I come to the picture, because it's Michelle Ross from Melbourne, Australia. Now listen to this. So we said Simon Cowell, the X Factor. Simon Cowell was 570 million. The X Factor, Got Talent, American Idol, and Idol franchise, but is running by Fremantle Media Australia. Address of service for documents, legal documents, Fremantle Media Australia. So why Simon Cowell will be connected to Australia? Now let's move further. The Idol, that's the Simon Fuller. But wait, didn't we mention that all the Idol franchise by Simon Cowell? Conflict of interest here. So the Idol, Simon Fuller, 375 million. Popstar. I know that he started the Popstar, but again, it's a different concept. And Star Academy, The X Factor, just like Simon Cowell, Got Talent, just like Simon Cowell, The Voice, which we said that The Voice is by John de Mol, and the Singing of Rising Star, that's a different, I'm not sure if it's the same concept, but probably is. And again, the address for service for Simon Fuller is Fremantle Media Australia. Free Mental Media Australia. You can't get a stronger proof than this. So Free Mental Australia took my idea, spread it around the world, and everyone now is arguing who actually created the concept. And Michelle Rose from Melbourne, Australia, was the one created the concept. So I'm talking to you that it's twice members of the community stole my concept, but one that was by a lawyer himself, the Fancy Brothers, Mark Fancy. And then we have Tyra Banks, $90 million worth. That's at the time. America's Australia, Next Top Model, and Got Talent. So we have Simon Cowell, Simon Fuller, and Tyra Banks in Got Talent. They merged together by Fremantle Australia. So Tyra Banks, $90 million, America's Next Top Model, and Got Talent. Address of service, guess where? Melbourne, Australia. So it's all connect them to Melbourne, Australia to prove my case. Shine Australia, Animal Shine, Fremantle Australia, Fremantle Media, all connected to the Fancy Brothers, the defendant, if we go to court. So I created basically the reality TV shows for talent, the reality TV shows for models, the housewife, Real Housewife, we will get to it as well. It was a major thing for me, and this is why I can't let it go until I will clear it up to the world where this is all come from, who created the concept, how is it that so many members of the community use the concept, arguing for millions who created it when they know everybody knows that they stole the idea, the concept from Michelle Rose, mental Michelle Rose, Australian, Melbourne, Australia. Thank you very much for listening. This is part 2. I'm going to finish so it won't be too much for you, and we're going to move forward about the concept. Stay tuned. It's extremely, extremely interesting. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to support my claim, my recognition. Please, I love you everyone. Thank you very much.